Okay, this room pretty much represents the schools of the area. We've got some history of all the county schools, an old bookcase. The murals here show the buildings progression through the years. Class pictures through the years of the grade school people. Often grandchildren come in and find their grandparents in there.
Oh, that's pretty nice.
Kind of funny. Yeah. This shows the original school, built in 1857.
Okay.
Mayville was founded first settled in 1847, and started to get plenty of workers from the iron because iron was discovered in 1848. Then in 1876, they added an additional 70 feet to the building. Original cost of this building was around $5,000. The addition was about $8,000. And went through some transformation. When you see the picture from outside, it now has a basement under it, which was done in the 30s by the WPA.
Yeah, I did read that online.
Yeah, that's interesting. I couldn't imagine digging that in 1934 with no real equipment.
Wow, that's really nice. So I guess this cupola, right?
The cupola, yeah, when they built the addition, they took this cupola down and then they added this one.
Okay.
Then in 1968, it was in such disrepair that they had to remove it. And it took over 20 years. We had a benefactor who finally paid for putting the new one up. I think that was in the 90s when that was completed and erected. And standing there, although it's needed some repairs since then. This is the original bell.
Oh, yeah.
From the 1857 cupola.
It's got Mayville.
That was cast in New York.
And they used this for a long time, didn't they?
They used this building continuously till in 1965. Then it was vacant for 1 year. And then in 67, they had limited classes because they built a new high school, so they vacated the red brick building next door. So then the complete grade school was over there, but the overflow was in several rooms in here. Through into the 80s.
And that building next door now is apartments?
Now it's been converted to apartment buildings. Yeah, in the last few years they did that completion. The focus of this room is the Indian artifacts, and the biggest collection is the Charles Henderson collection, which dates back pre-1900s. He collected them all himself in the local area, Oregon Marsh, which was Native American grounds. And then somewheres around 1920s, he passed away, and his estate wanted to sell the collection. And a good citizen named C.W. Doctor, businessman and photography studio, bought the collection, didn't want it to go away, and donated it to the school district. And they kept it for many, many years until the museum incorporated and then put it on display here. There's a lot of arrowheads, types, areas, stone, flint. Edgar Mueller, lifelong resident of Mayville, ran the newspaper for a while, which his father started. Had his own newspaper for a while, the Farm Gazette or something, and did photography all his life, but he had them published, Time Life, papers, everything, Like this picture here was on the cover of Life magazine. Right now, our theme is growing up in Mayville. So it's his photographs for the years of kids and events.
There it is.
This is some of Edgar's original equipment. He photographed everything. I mean, all the parades, all the class reunions, weddings. He didn't miss a thing. I mean, he would do the class reunions, take the picture at 5 o'clock, go home and make 100 8x10 photos and bring them back at 9 o'clock at night to the give them to the class. This is the Hugo Fensky room, a prominent businessman in Milwaukee, auto parts business, and an avid outdoorsman, sportsman, and collected these trophies over the years. Later in life, he just decided he wanted them all in display at one place. We had room at the time. We agreed. And incidentally, his daughter is still on the board of directors of this museum. The room here is our grand auditorium. This was original when the building was done in the 1870s, added on to. This was original to high school. A yearbook collection, and we have every high school yearbook since inception. There was a couple years where they didn't publish one in the very beginning, but we're current. A popular attraction with local people. We have presentations a couple times a summer in here, reenactors and history.
There's a view from the school window out here.
Beautiful view. A little Rock River League baseball area. They've been generous in many of their artifacts, trophies and stuff through the years. Always been a popular, one of the first sports that happened with grade school and high school was football and baseball.
Uniforms there.
Yeah, been active Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts in Mayville. And this is the classroom area. Beyond there is a typical classroom. Some of the original things from the classroom, a few.
Was there a mine here in Mayville?
Not in Mayville. The smelting plant, coke plant, and everything was in Mayville.
But they came from Iron Ridge.
Came from Iron Ridge, meetup area, yeah. All of this information was gathered by George Frederick. He was a teacher and dedicated to researching the iron mining. And like I said, the iron was discovered in about 1848. They started actual mining shortly after that and continued till 1928. at which point the iron wasn't as high a content, iron content
Okay.
anymore. So it just wasn't worthwhile. Of course, with the iron mining, there was lead, so we had a paint mill in town.
Original desk?
The original desk from the Oliver Mining Company.
Is there, you said the mine, there's a mine? Is it still over?
It's all the mines, some of the mine shafts are closed off because of the danger.
Yeah.
But basically it's, you can't go there. Occasionally they'll have small groups go and look, because I'll explain to you about the bat situation out there. And it's dangerous. In fact, a couple of years ago, 3 kids went to the mine, and it took them over a day to find these kids that went in there.
Oh.
Thank God they left their bicycles at the edge of the mine. Original mine cart, pictorial about how they had to dig it out of the mine and haul it and install it here. That was actually an entrance to this other school and the gymnasium and the heating system, but we just kind of modified it to make it look like a mine. Yeah, and this compliments of the DNR put together this pictorial for everybody. It's bat habitat, hundreds of thousands of bats hibernate in the mines now. Study them, took a little hit a few years ago from the white nose syndrome, but they seem to be recovering.
Really nice.
And this is one of the jewel of the iron. This iron was smelted here in Mayville and then sent to, I think it was Indiana, and the prominent citizen in Mayville had this stove cast. It's beautiful, it's intricate. The stove was the focal point of the parlor. A fancier stove showed that you were important and had money at the time. It's the property of the State Historical Society.
Yeah,
but it's on loan, I think, permanently now. We always have to renew our request for it. It's a piece of art.
Yeah, that thing's beautiful.
On top of the cupola, we used to fly an American flag. Unfortunately, our fire truck can't reach it to put it up nowadays. Everybody misses that.
Mayville Limestone School Museum. Okay, everybody, come on out. Show your appreciation. There's a lot to see out here. Very, very nice. Thank you, Gene.
Hey, my pleasure.